Yeah, he says he'll come hunt me down. I think he may have even said kill me. I don't know. How's it going, guys? So I got my lights set up. I'm loving the lights. I need to still work on the lighting and getting it correct. But we're working on that. It's currently 5:54 in the morning, so this is outside my normal scheduling. I can do it because I got lighting, so my voice may sound a little rough. I woke up not too long ago. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. What is the worst job that I've ever worked at? Well, I can tell you now, most people would say it's a restaurant. I actually did work in a restaurant. That was before I started my tech journey. I was actually in college, and that, I can honestly say, is not my worst. I actually love that job. If they just paid a little more, well, if they, let's be real, if they paid a lot more, then I would have no problem working there for the rest of my life. It was, one thing that I enjoy is helping people. Many of you know this. This is what got me started in the tech industry, is just helping people. So that was a great experience. I learned a lot there. Outside of college, I started a job in a call center. We've all had experiences with call centers one way or another, and that's the worst job that I've ever had. At least this will be part one, because I've actually worked in 2 call centers. So I want to dive in and go into why it was the worst job I've ever had, and why I wouldn't recommend it as a career choice. Now, everyone is different. If you like these type of environments, then feel free to stay in it. But for me, it was not something that I wanted to stay in. Now, getting started in any industry, you have to start at the lowest point of the totem pole. For me, in my tech journey and where I'm currently living, the lowest point for me was to get a job at a call center. And that was the worst job I've ever had. I'm not going to be naming the call center. I'm not going to be bashing anyone. This is not what that video is about. This video is about me just talking about my experience. Why the next time you get on the phone with a call center, why you should be a little nicer. So trust me, that person doesn't want to be there. No matter how enthusiastic they sound, more than likely they hate their job just as much as you hate calling into a call center. But let's talk about why this was the worst job I've ever had. Right out of college, I got this job. After I got the job, it was interesting. It was learning. So this job was focused on supporting tablets, phones, laptops. I was doing the support for tech devices. We had a team there. It was kind of like a normal call center type environment. We had a long table. It was more like a desk, but it was a long desk. We had people on my side, people on the other side, and it was kind of rows going behind me, just desk, and there was tons of people there. This job, I had strips that I had to stick by. We had long strips. We had to make sure we got everything correct with the strips. If we missed a word, then you would get wrote up for it. There's a lot of punishment in this job, which is not ideal. A lot of micromanaging. Every call you did, they actually recorded it and reviewed it with you if you made one small mistake. Now, when I started the job, I was learning, so they didn't do too much. But after about a month, I became pretty much the number one person there in my area, and I got they had these little cards that were like deck cards. It was like an A. One was like an A, like an ace of spades. So I got like 5 of those. Those means excellent performance, and I got plenty of those. And I was really rising up to the top. And I remember one day, I was there, and we was doing our normal job, getting on a call, and I remember telling someone good morning, and it's kind of going off the script. That was my first experience with things that I didn't like about it. So I went off the script, and I told someone good morning, and then I started with the script. Not too long after that, I got pulled into a meeting, and they had my voice. They said, listen to this, tell me what's wrong. They actually played the audio of me talking on the phone with this customer. Basically, they just scolded me for a half hour of why I didn't stick by the script. Why did I say good morning? That was the first instance of me realizing just how bad this job was. So soon after that, they had very strict rules about phones. This place was worse than school. I got wrote up for saying good morning. One day, I pulled up my phone at the wrong time. My phone was actually on loud, and I didn't silence it before I came in and sat down. So I sat down, pulled up my phone to silence it. The minute I silenced it, one of the I don't know what this one was, but she definitely was not the nicest. She walked by my back. She saw my phone. She said, "You're getting wrote up for that phone." And I was like, "I'm just silencing it. Why?" So she went and told my manager that I had my phone out. So I got wrote up for that. I had to sign a little form for that. So that was my second write-up. And in all of this, I've actually, by this point, I've gotten 5 excellent cards with the A, and I was, they had these they had like these competitive boards, and I was number 1, and I've been number 1 for a solid month at this time. So I didn't expect any special treatment, but I definitely didn't feel like I was appreciated at this job. So I continued with that. My boss pulled me in a meeting. He was like, "Hey man, you gotta have your phone out. You can't do this. You know better. Here's your write-up slip. Fill it out. You got excellent. You're excellent across the board." And basically, I went and reiterated why I had my phone out. He was like, "It doesn't matter." And I was like, "Okay, next time I'll just let it ring out loud and disturb the call center." He didn't like that comment too much, but at that point, I was done. During my time there, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about what a job shouldn't be. But yeah, getting on to the micromanaging. I know this is kind of a negative video, but this is just to talk about how call centers work on the inside. With that, you also have to ask for a survey. If you don't ask for a survey, you're getting wrote up. If you ask for a survey in the incorrect manner and not following the script, you get wrote up. I remember one instance. This kind of defeated the purpose. I felt I was there to help people, and I was helping people, and that's why I stayed there for the course of a few months. And I know you think a few months isn't long, but in the call center environment, a few months feels like several years. So around month 3, I think I was there for about 3 to 6 months, maybe 5. I don't know. Around month 3, I remember getting a call. I remember 2 instances that were just stand out that I'll remember for the rest of my life. My first instance was I had a lady call in, and she was crying, like she was like screaming, crying, and I was like, "Okay, how can I help you?" I went through the normal script. She was talking about how she sat her tablet down, it fell and broke. I mean, she was crying. She was like, "Please tell me your warranty covers this." And this is when tablets started really popping up. This was before the Nexus 7 days. So there's not very few manufacturers that made tablets at the time. So you could probably go back and see this company that I'm talking about. Or again, I'm not bashing them, and so I'm not gonna mention it. But if you're curious enough to know where this place is, go look on my LinkedIn. You'll see it there. But this lady was crying, and I was speaking to her. I was like, "What's going on? Well, how can I help you?" She was telling me her story, how she set it down and it fell. I think her daughter knocked it off or something, and it cracked the screen. And she was like, "Please tell me your warranty covers this." And I read her the warranty script and apologized. And she just like busted out screaming, crying. And she's like, "How much is this going to cost?" I was like, I don't remember the exact cost, but I told her, I want to say it was around, I want to say she had to ship it back into us. We fixed it, ship it back out. It was going to be around $700. She was crying hysterically at this point. She was kind of angry. Let me speak to your supervisor. I went to my supervisor, like, "Hey, she wants to talk to you. This is what happened." And he basically told me, "No, get off the phone with her. We're not dealing with her." So that was a really hard thing for me to do because I was there to help people. Yet and I know warranties do this, warranties do that, but I was told to get off with her as fast as possible. I'm wasting too much time babying her. That's what I was told. So I spoke with her. We kind of went back and forth. I apologized. In this call, I told her that if it was me, I would and I said this on the phone. I didn't get in trouble for this. I don't know why I didn't. I was surprised. They may have missed this. I may have gotten lucky. But I told them that I told her that the best thing for her to do is eat her losses, go with another company. Do not buy another product do not buy another tablet from this company. Find one that has a more robust warranty process. She didn't like that either, but at that point she knew that I actually cared, and she reluctantly let me go. And I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she did that. That was the first one that I can remember. The second one that I can remember was a guy. He called. He was angry. I think his I want to say his printer, because I was supporting printers as well. I want to say his printer wasn't working, and this is like the 5th time he's called. This is the 5th time he's got to run around. But I spoke with him. I apologized. I was really nice to him, and he told me that and I gave him a solution to fix the printer. I was pretty sure my solution would work compared to the others, and I told him that. I said, hey, look, here's the solution. I don't know why he wasn't given this solution before. I apologize. And he told me that if this doesn't work, he was going to come hunt me down. And yeah, he said he was going to come hunt me down. I think he may have even said kill me. I don't know. But the things you go through in a call center are pretty rough. So he said that, and I laughed, because I was like, man, that's pretty funny, this guy. But the dude, when I laughed, he said, I'm serious. I was like, what? You're serious? And he hung up the phone, like, just click. And I was like, what do I do? So I told my friend that I made at the call center. I told him, hey man, this dude just told me he was going to hunt me down to kill me if this solution doesn't work. So I had to go to my manager and report it, and they had to fill out this huge form. They called the guy back and told him that he will be banned from calling the call center going forward. If he has issues, then he needs to just basically don't call. I guess it was kind of like a restraining order against the call center. I don't know, but if he called again, then it could be going to legal battles. Like, he could be either sued or he can be put in jail. That was a fun experience. After that happened, it was around maybe 4th, 5th month. I was still number 1, still getting those A cards. I got like 10 of them somewhere, and I got 10 by this point. At that point, I was done. I was like, I've helped people. This company has destroyed my mission, and put me in positions where I couldn't help people, and I didn't like that. So then I began looking for other jobs. I had a friend call me, and I took that opportunity really quick. I moved on to another job, and yeah, that's my call center story. That's it's kind of interesting, kind of funny, kind of sad, and kind of weird at the same time. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you. Next time you call a call center, be wary that they more than likely don't want to be there. They're there and maybe in a transitioning period, or maybe they're at an age where they feel they can't transition to another job. So they're not, in most cases, I'll say 99% of cases, they're not happy with their job. So you call in to scream at them for doing nothing but supporting a product that they really don't have any control of supporting. They can't really do anything for you besides try to help you. There's a lot of management, a lot of people that are in the way of them helping you. Be wary of that, because I know that at this place that I worked, there was very little things I can do, even though I wanted to do more. Management and politics got in the way of that. But yeah, guys, that's my story. That's the worst call center I've worked at. I'm going to do another video talking about my second experience with call centers. I've worked at 2 in my lifetime. Finally out of that, finally transitioned to the position that I want to be in. But I'll talk about that next time. That one is even more juicier than this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I hope you like this type of video, just me talking about my tech career. I'm going to be talking more about it and going in more detail, going into other things that I've been through so far. But again, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And goodbye.